Wait, can you see me or no?
Yes, I can. You want me to, let me see. Can I turn off your camera? I can. Here.
Oh, sweet.
Boom. And I'll mute you too. So I can't hear you. Now you're muted. So, all right. Let's talk about bookings. So for this week of our new consultant boot camp, we're going to talk about booking games. So our previous like boot camp, Zoom chat was about booking parties, like getting your first 6 parties within your first like 30 days and hosting your launch party and your encore party, your pop the box party, and getting anybody that couldn't come to those, to book their own parties. So now we're going to talk about booking parties now that you're at the party, because you'll hear this like all the time. Like the easiest way to book a party is when you're already at a party, because the guests there are already having a good time. They already know what's going on. They already know what to expect. They already know like what they're going to get as a hostess, because you just told them what your hostess is getting hooked up with. So they already know like that. They're already excited and their enthusiasm is already up. So it's going to be a lot easier for them to want to book a party. They're going to be more inclined to want to book a party than somebody who's just going about their day. They're stressed out. They're sitting in line at the D&B, the bank, their job, whatever. They're hating life. And now you're like, do you want to book a party? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes those people might be like, yes, please, because my life sucks right now. So the way you're going to want to book parties from a party is by playing booking games. The COO has an entire section of different booking games, and I'm going to go through the ones that are on the COO very briefly, just because I know that some folks, are visual learners, so they, when they read it, they're fine. Some, they need that explanation, so I just want to make sure I'm hitting everybody's, everybody's learning styles. So I will be going over those. Now, you should be playing a booking game at every single party. If you are finding that when you're doing your parties and you're having a hard time booking parties from those parties, usually it comes down to the fact that you're not playing a booking game. So that is why it is really important to play a booking game at every party and really find one that works with your personality, one that's easy for you to remember, one that's not too complicated, and stick with it. Really, you want to try something, like anytime you add something new to your business or anything that you want to like implement differently at your parties, try it out for about 6 parties, because that will really give you a gauge of how well it's working. And after 6 parties, if you find that it's booking you, it's booking you parties, or it's increasing your sales, or it's getting you more recruit leads, or whatever, then you can know that that it's actually working. Or if after the 6 parties you're like, this is not working for me at all, at least you've had, you've done it for a string of time long enough to know, like, yes, this is actually not working and I need to try something else. So find, pick one, try it out for 6 parties, see how it goes, and make adjustments as necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the COO here. All right, and I'm just going to go in order. Oh, yes. Yeah, so to find these booking games on the COO, you're going to go to training. You're going to go down to all about the party, and then you're going to select. Oops, once the screen comes up, you're going to go to effective party games. It's in that section in the middle, and then on the left you'll see the little section where it's effective party games, and it has icebreaker games, booking commercials, sponsoring commercials, and income boosting commercials. So today we're going to focus on boosting commercials, or booking commercials, sorry, or booking games. All right, so the first one that's on here is the envelope booking game. And there's a couple different variations and like different versions of this game. On the COO, there's a video, they have a video of one version, like one way to play it. And then below that, they have the written instructions for a different way to play it. So I'm going to kind of go over, let's see, I'm trying to look and see. Okay, so on the COO, the way they describe it is you're going to have one guest, or one envelope per guest. So this is why it's important before the party to find out what your hostess's head count is, because you want to make sure you have enough supplies for everybody. So when you get to the party, make sure you have an envelope, one envelope for each person, and inside each envelope is going to be a gift or an incentive. You can just, write it on a piece of paper, print it off on a piece of paper, and it doesn't have to be anything like too crazy. It's like whatever you feel comfortable giving away. So it could be a bottle of coochie, it could be an extra hostess discount, it could be double hostess credit. It's whatever, you know, whatever you wanted to say. Let's see here. Okay. I'm just like reviewing it really quick. So, all right, so the instructions on the COO, so you're gonna have the booking incentives inside the envelopes, or it's gonna be something that they can get at the party that night. So it could be a discount that they earned that night, or it could be a free product if you've got some like for free and you're just like trying to get rid of them and it cost you nothing, or it was super cheap for you. You know, you could put, you know, that written down inside the envelope. So everybody's gonna get an envelope. And then halfway through the party, like at whatever point, you're gonna say, all right, ladies, like this is your chance to get some free product, and this is gonna help our, you know, hottie hostess as well. And you're gonna have your hostess stand up in front of the room, stand up next to you, like whatever you wanna do. And you're gonna explain, all right, so everybody has an envelope. Don't open them yet. We're gonna go around and like one at a time, and you are gonna either have the choice to open your envelope and you're going to commit to whatever's inside. So you might get a gift tonight, or this might be a bonus for you at your party. Or if you're like, I'm ready to like have my own party, like let's do it, you're gonna pass that envelope to me and you're gonna upgrade to this mystery gift that I have here. And so you're gonna have like a, you know, a gift bag. I mean, you don't really have to have anything actually inside it at that party. You can just have it as a visual and then put whatever, you know, upgraded item you want to have in there. And it can be something, you know, that you got discounted. Like now that if you went on the COO and saw the retired products list, like all the products that they're phasing out because we're gonna have a launch in a couple months, like those are awesome hostess incentives because they are super, super cheap and they're great products. And so then they become hostess exclusives, right? So you let them know, all right, you can you're gonna either open your envelope and commit to whatever's inside. It's either gonna be an incentive or a bonus at your party, or it's gonna be something you get to use tonight. Or you can turn it in, upgrade it to me, you're gonna get this special gift at your party. And so, you know, you would just go around one at a time and they would make their choice. So if they open their envelope, they're committing to whatever's inside, you know. So, and for the girls who open their envelope and it's a gift, like for the night of the party, and not like a booking incentive, and they still want to book a party, you could totally upgrade them, you know, too, or, you know, have whatever you want, like in the shopping room, and let them know, okay, I'm going to still give you a bonus at your party. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, we can come back around once I'm done explaining when we open it up for questions. So the way I play the envelope game is a little bit different. I use, well, and I don't know if it's just called the envelope game and it's not really based on this envelope game at all or what. So I actually use a large white envelope, and I have different days of the week and different party themes written on sticky notes on this envelope, on the outside of the envelope. So when I get halfway through my party, I say, all right, ladies, like if you're having a really great time and you're looking at your wish list and it's just like getting longer and longer and longer, and you're like, oh my God, my wish list is like $1,000 long and I only brought $500 to spend. I'm gonna pass this envelope around. If one of these themes or one of these days of the week is like really appealing to you and you want to get some girlfriends over and get your wish list for free, go ahead and just pull off one of those sticky notes and stick it to your wish list and bring it with you in the shopping room. When 3 of these sticky notes, you know, 3 of these days of the week get claimed, you know, our hottie hostess is going to get to a free gift. So inside the bigger envelope, I have 2 smaller envelopes. I have a pink one and a silver one. So I say when 3 of these dates get claimed, our hottie hostess is going to get to open the silver envelope. There's a gift for now and a gift for later after the 3 parties hold on their original dates. If we book 5 of these parties, if 5 of these dates get claimed, she actually gets to open the hot pink envelope instead. And inside is a bigger gift for now and a bigger gift for later. And so I just pass that around. So they just kind of look at it and, you know, choose, you know, pick a sticky note as it works for them. So there's a few different variations on it. You just get, you know, find which one kind of works best for your personality and what you feel most comfortable with. But that is on the COO and it breaks it down. Now the lay game, this one is super simple. You don't need a whole bunch of You don't need a whole bunch of like supplies. And actually now, like now that we're about to be going into the summer, it's actually like perfect time of year to find supplies for this. So you're gonna get like a little Hawaiian leis, and you can get some from the dollar store. They usually have like, you know, a set of 3 for $1. So you get a couple of sets of those. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place, you can place 3 to 5 of these leis on the hostess at the beginning of the party. And you're gonna let the guests know, like, if at any point during the party you're having a great time and you want to have your own, jump, you know, yell out, I want to get laid. And our hostess is going to come over and she is going to lay you, right? She's going to put the lei around your neck. So for you, this is like a really great visual, so you can kind of keep track in the room, like how many parties you've booked. And it's like a reminder for them, you know, when they come to the shopping room, you're like, oh, like I see you have the lei. Let's go ahead and pick a date. And then, you know, if you reach the goal of 3 parties or 5 parties or whatever your goal is for that party, you know, you can give the hostess an extra little bonus right there at her party in front of everybody. So that one's really simple, super fun, doesn't require a whole lot of materials or supplies. And then we have deal or no deal. So what you're gonna need for this one is you can get like little goodie bags or little gift bags. You're gonna number them 1 through 5. Let's see, you're gonna need 5 business cards, 5 foil packs, and 5 note cards with different little incentives on them, like, you know, free coochie or free whipped or, you know, $200 additional party sales, whatever you want to put. Again, it's all based on your business, what you feel comfortable giving as hostess incentives. So let's see, this one is, let me just make sure I explain it right. Okay, so the way this one works, and actually I used to play this, I used to play this one. So basically, at the end of the party, or actually in the middle of the party, like wherever you want to put your booking game, you're gonna ask each person deal or no deal, right? And if they say deal, they're committing to booking a party. And the 5 like little gift bags I mentioned at the beginning, that's where you're putting your little hostess incentives. So you can actually put like an actual product in there if you want to, or you can just put like the note card or the envelope. So when they say deal, they're going to get a certain percentage off one item that night. So they're getting an incentive that night for picking a date with you. Plus they're going to get whatever is in their mystery bag the night of their party. So again, that one's really simple too, you know, and if they say no deal, okay, that's fine. They don't get any incentives, you know, that night. They don't get any discounts, you know, that's fine. So that one is that. So that's pretty simple. And then pass or play. So pass or play is very similar. And I think a lot of times like consultants will use like deal or no deal and pass or play as like interchangeably, but they're 2 different games on the CLO. So at the beginning of the party, the way you're going to play this one is everybody gets 1 raffle ticket and they're going to write their name on the back of that ticket. Those tickets go into, you know, into a bowl, a cup, whatever. Just put the tickets in something because the hostess is going to draw those tickets out later. So whenever you're ready to play your booking game, what you're going to do is you're going to have the hostess draw the tickets out of the bag or whatever. I use the toy tote. So like I demo the toy tote and then I put the raffle tickets inside. So one at a time, she's going to draw out 3 tickets or 5 tickets or however many parties you're wanting to book that night, you know, from that party. So when she draws the ticket out, you're going to ask that person, all right, like, do you want to pass or play? And if she says play, it means she wants to book a party and she's going to keep her gift. Oh, that's okay. So that's the other part. So, so when you give them the raffle ticket at the beginning of the party to write their name on it, you're also going to give them a nice little wrapped up gift. So it can be like in a gift bag or, you know, whatever. It doesn't have to be something huge, you know, again, something small. Could be a bottle of coochie, you know, whatever you got discounted or free, whatever you feel comfortable giving away. So yeah, so if she said, and they don't get to open that. So when the hostess is drawing the names out of the bag, if she says play, she gets to keep that gift, and that's going to be, you know, she gets that gift at her party. If she says pass, she doesn't want to book a party, and she has to give the gift back to you. but she can open the gift when she says play. So she can open it right there. She just doesn't get it until the night of her party. And then just keep drawing the tickets until you get 3 parties booked or until they're all gone, however you want to do it. And you can give the hostess like an extra incentive if you book 3 parties right then and there. So again, it's really kind of all up to you what you feel like giving away. All right. So we got 2 more booking games I'm going to go over. So book it, flip it, win it. Again, this one's super easy. You can use this. You could just use like a deck of cards. They say like the heart cards from like, you know, the deck of cards, but I guess it's, you know, because it's pure romance. So you can do whichever ones you want. And then on each of the cards, you're going to write a different, you know, booking incentive. Let's see. And so if at any point, you know, they want to book a party, they're looking at their wish list, and this is how you're going to explain it too. You know, they decide they want to get their wish list for free, or there's something that they really want for free, they just want to have a good time, whatever. They're going to say, you know, I want to book a party, or I want to flip it. That's what they're going to say. I want to flip it. And you're going to fan out the cards in front of them. They pick a random one, they flip it over, and whatever's written on the other side, that's going to be their bonus the night of their party. So again, really simple. All right, and then the balloon game. So you're just going to blow up balloons. You're going to have little strips of paper printed off with little, you know, booking incentives on them. Fold it up, put it inside the balloon, blow it up. You're going to have like 6 of them. Bring them to the party. Whenever they're ready to, you know, book a party, they get to pick a balloon, pop it, and whatever's inside is going to be their booking incentive. So again, that one's really simple. That one can be really fun because when, for whatever reason, when people start popping balloons, it gets everybody excited. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the sound. But yeah, so that's really simple. So now all the instructions are on the COO for all of these games. If you're like, man, Andrea, that didn't make any sense, or need to recap or whatever, it is all written on there. And just keep it simple. Like, you don't have to go, you know, you don't have to get too crazy. The easier it looks, the simpler that you can keep it. It's going to be easier for you, because when you're not flustered and when you're not confused and you're not like, I don't know how to explain this game, you know, it's better for them because they're like, oh, this is so easy, and they're going to want to play and they're going to want to go parties with you. And it's also really good for anybody that's watching you that might be interested in the business, because when they're watching you, they're like, man, this is so easy. Like, the way she's doing this is so easy. Even I could do that. You know, it's just, it helps, you know, them to connect with that. So let's see here, make sure I covered everything. Oh, okay, so that's the other thing. When you're playing your booking game, if there's anybody that decides they don't want to book a party during the game, or they pass, or they no deal, or, you know, whatever phrasing, you know, it is for that game, in the shopping room, you still want to offer them the chance to book a party. You should be asking, you know, those are the 2 questions that you should always be asking in the shopping room. Is, you know, do you want to book a party? And have you thought about doing what I do? And there's actually a little sign you can print off the COO and like frame it and stick it in your shopping room. And it's like, if I don't ask you, you know, to book a party or join my team, your entire order is free. So it's like, it will encourage you. It'll remind you to ask those questions, so that way you're booking parties. But yeah, it is okay if they say no during the party or during the booking game to ask them again. And you can just keep it lighthearted. You don't have to be like, so you want to book a party? You just be like, when are we having a girls' night for you? Or, you know, when you're looking at her wish list and or she's talking about a specific product that she really loved, you know, you can mention like, well, what if you got this product for free? Like, would you want to get this product for free? Or remind them, like, your hostesses never pay full price for the things they want, you know, depending on, you know, how you do your hostess program. So that's really all I got. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to any questions that you guys have about either specific booking games, or maybe like ideas that you had for a booking game, or clarification about one that you heard that's not on the COO that we didn't go over. So just go ahead and, you know, you can unmute yourselves, because I muted you all. Hey, Sam, by the way.
Sorry about earlier about logging off and coming back in.
Oh, that's okay. Jenny, you got any questions or anything?
So far, I'm good. I've just been following along on the COO
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
and reading the stuff and everything. So, yeah, so far, no questions. It's pretty much straightforward from what you've been explaining. So I'm good on my end.
Sweet. You already know which booking game you're going to play because you have a party coming up in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I am actually thinking of trying the lay game because I was just thinking, you know what, it makes a whole lot of sense because, it's summertime, it's a summer theme, so sure, why not? So I'm
Exactly.
picking up those lays tomorrow and, just have them ready for my party.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I'm glad you said that because that reminds me, like you can tweak any of these to be like holiday specific or season specific, like for deal or no deal. You can do like for like Christmas time, you can do like little holiday boxes.
Okay.
Easter, springtime, you can do Easter eggs. Or like there's so many things you can do. For Mardi Gras and like for the lay game, you could do like the Mardi Gras beads instead of the lays.
There you go.
Like pick a shamrock and get lucky. Like there's lots of really fun ways you can tweak these to be like holiday specific or season specific.
Good.
Yeah, and too, you can also tweak these to be like to use on social media too. You can play booking games on social media. Like if your calendar is not as jam-packed as you want it to be, and you're like, well, I need to put some feelers out there and see maybe who's been watching me and who might be interested. Of course, the best course of action is always going to be to reach out individually to people. But if you're just wanting to kind of put it out there and see, I mean, you can do like deal or no deal on Facebook, and there's so many graphics that consultants have made, and you can make your own whatever, and it's like season, based on the season. Like 4th of July, it might be like different popsicles or fireworks, and they each have a number, and it's like you post that on social media, and it's like, all right, pick a popsicle, and and I'm going to message you with your prize that's underneath it, and it'll be a booking incentive. Or maybe it'll be a sign-on bonus, depending on what your goal is, or it could be a special discount. And there's 2 ways you can do that too. Like you can either make them all the same thing. If you don't have to like actually write down like what each one means, and you can change it up based on like who you're talking to. Because there's some people, if I post that, like they already have a party booked with me, like, well, I'm not going to offer them another booking incentive. Like they already have a party coming up, so I might turn it into a sign-on bonus. Or you can, make them all, have like 3 different ones that you're rotating between, because especially if they're friends, and then they're like, oh, well, like we picked 2 different numbers, but she sent us the exact same thing. Like that's kind of weird, so it just depends on how you want to do it. Yeah, I might actually turn the balloon game into something for Facebook, because I have all those balloons left over for my vendor event with actual stuff inside. So I might like put numbers on the balloons and go live and be like, all right, pick a balloon, pop it. I want to pop it right here live. So, but yeah, that's all I got. Sam, how about you? You got any questions, comments?
No, I'm trying to get my life straight.
Yeah. Congrats on having your last day in the Navy.
Woo-hoo.
So I was thinking about today, I was like, damn, I wish I stayed in.
Aww.
Life is so hard. Like, I didn't realize how easy it was being in the Navy.
All right. So, well, hang on, because I still got this on record. So I guess that's it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off record.